Hi everyone, I'm Rynin and welcome to what could be the last episode of Cave Story. Now, we left off, holy cow, that music is loud. Where we left off, we were in the plantation here. If I remember correctly. Hang on, let me briefly go to game options, because I feel like, never mind. Alright, I just wasted your guys' time. What we're about to do here is we're going to head into the last cave. And this place, fine. A black wind blows through your body, all weapons drop to level 1. Now, go in here. Ensure that you have a few items to ensure that you have completed that you're ready to the best ending. What those items should be is you should have no, not now. You should have tow rope, the mushroom edge. You could have the 290 character, doesn't really super matter. Please air tank. Well, you'll have that either way, never mind. Iron bond to the booster tube. Well, if you've got all those, you have most likely done everything right. So now I'm going to take this slowly. I'm going to use as much XP as it's physically possible. And these guys are terrifying because of how much damage they do. They do like 6. A lot of booster. This is like the prelude to the second round. You'll see an unknown amount of time. Ah! So this place is not nearly as difficult as something that we will be doing later. However, it is advisable that you are extremely careful. I'm going to try and level up my missile launcher as fast as possible. This is not the method you have to take. I'm also going to try and lose as few hearts as possible because I really will need to save them. If you look in your map, you'll see that this place is decently big. This is where you really need to get a handle of your booster. Because if you don't know how it works, you're gonna have trouble. Lots of trouble. Ugh. I can get XP if I haven't gotten it by the time I intend to. I can get XP. No, frick. Alright, guys. Old ridiculousness of frick. I feel like this time I'm gonna be a failure. I don't get it, like, right now. So I am Alright, this is not going off to a great start. I'm gonna try and keep it here, but I'm thinking that this might end in failure. That was going great, it was going fine. So I'm gonna be really careful and just try to get this as quickly as possible. I feel like if I don't do that thing, is getting through this as quickly as possible. I have a slight chance of fight. Oh boy. Alright. This is not. I have a convenient time, I know. Oh. I would really not like to lose at this stage. Oh. Oh god, alright. That was absolutely horrible. That was horrible. I'm just gonna go through this as fast as possible while remaining obviously having a little more trouble than I should be having. I'm not going to get any XP. I'm legitimately just... and try not to die. Why am I getting hit by everything? You're getting XP. I can get XP on the bridge. That is not a bridge. And that is very similar to the bridge. But I would do well to remember, since I am literally the one who has played this game like 10 million times before. Ugh. Decent at using the booster, but apparently I'm getting about as unlucky as possible. I'm just kidding, that it's completely my fault. I should not be running into everything here. This is going much better, but... That's not even that difficult to jump. Okay, at least now we're at the red demon again here. Or the red ogre, I guess. And we have 40 health instead of 4. And this guy only has... We got him. Thank God. And from that we get the medal of the red ogre. There's only a little bit left in the last cave. Yeah, I will be able to proceed through for it. Do not get hit by the red lava bubbles. Yeah. Here is a problem. Ow, oh my lord, please no. Oh, alright guys, I am not doing very well. Guys, for the extreme inconvenience. That's not going well. Alright, I'm gonna follow my earlier scrub. I just cannot believe I'm failing this badly. The commentary is not really keeping up because I am focusing so much, but, you know, I'll do what I can. And compared to the secret ones, these will be here in the secret grounds actually, so I didn't accidentally give anything away there. Compared to this is actually not cool at all. So I don't know why I'm a lot more times than twice. This is a relatively, and by relatively I mean very difficult portion of the game. I should, if you are not going for the best ending, you will get a much easier version of this cave. You'll notice this is the hidden last cave. That's much easier. Yeah, I'm gonna get this XP because why the heck not? And the medal of the red ogre. Alright. And know what to do about this. First off, I'm gonna get my spur up. And I really don't know what to do because I feel like there we go. So I just had to make it through all of them. You kinda gotta do the same thing. All the presses will come crashing down. And you'll just have your little missiles to worry about. Finally at the end here. Edge, you will die and never be seen again. There are also new enemies here. We actually seen these ones before. one of them in bushlands. If you remember, they appear to be aggravated toward me, but I don't really care since they're not that difficult to beat. Or the prefab. I'm gonna save. Oh, actually, I'm gonna rest first. Island. Oh my lord! I accidentally pressed the button to proceed. Island is feasible if a device to aid with airborne mobility is. I will begin development of the booster rocket. Development of this aerial device will have multiple phases with 2 booster versions, 0.8 and 2.0. The plan is to make 0.8 to be equipped and permit some form of aerial propulsion, and as long as I can survive, 2.0 will also be completed. And even more indispensable. Okay, so an Igor S month actually acts the same as Igor and has the same amount of health, but is much easier to beat since we've got way more weapons. If you remember last time, I literally only used the power of Floor Star. I'm not going to go in there, I'm actually going to go. As you can see, there's a building up there, a very small one, but it's very important. And it's very important. Is because it gives you crap tons of XP for everything. That is really helpful. Unfortunately, I can speak English really slowly apparently. Since I didn't get all the XP I want. No, do I need any? No. Actually, no, I won't. I will. Get more is what I'm gonna do. I should mention that the Igor monster is not quite the same because he. Now just for the blade. No. Please. I accidentally fell all the way to the prefab house. Wonderful. Hit me. Igor. And another -2. Hit me. Hit me. Okay, good. That's enough. Alright, now that I've got pretty much every weapon where I want it to be, I'm gonna save. And I'm going to head into that little hole that I saw earlier. Oh. Here. See that there is a lot of stuff. And by that I mean not much. It turns out this is the throne room. This is where we find, if you want to get your spear up to max, he's here. It's you again. You really are tenacious. The core, is that why you're here? Before I thought you were just a reckless little robot. I underestimated you. You should know I have no regrets about this island. It is my fate to obey the one who wears the crown. Prepare yourself. Cool things at you that are really scary. And then every third time she'll drop an annoying box on you. So, annoying boxes. She's not that difficult a boss. Just try not to lose too much health with her. Because she will, because you are going to fight. Annoying. Okay, so we beat her. Ugh. But unfortunately, we can't go save. Bosses in a row without saving. For some some reason a wall in the way. Only lost 3 hearts. Good, I think. We are in the King's Table. We're going to fight another relatively difficult boss. I don't think is relatively difficult, but I'm going to call relatively difficult because if you haven't played before, it is relatively difficult. Just clarifying that for those people in the who will probably be like, no, it's not difficult. If we're more popular, there would be some of you. Notice there are red flowers, and we'll also notice the doctor. Finally it's complete. Mimiga become enraged when we introduce the red flower as a form of medication. Its cause is rather simple. The red flower brings out latent abilities. Not only this, but it also contains a compound that destroys one's reasoning. And now I have successfully extracted and intensified it, which is this, the red crystal. And this red crystal, it works on humans as well. Amazing! Do you understand how extraordinary this is? You don't understand, do you? And turns into the doctor. He does block a lot of your attacks, which is really annoying. And he's got this annoying that attack. Try not to get hit by that attack. Oh, hello. Again, try not to lose too many health. Because he... Okay. So only much if you get hit by it. Alright, we beat the doctor, guys. Oh no, the power's out of control. And then he grows into the scary doctor, who will just do and jump at you, and at a certain point, wave of bats, as many of as possible. Okay. There we go. Blah, and the doctor disintegrates. I really like when the doctor disintegrates. Defeated the doctor, and we get more stairs. Wonderful. Now, before you go up, I know her. That girl looks like a Mimiga, but is really a human, isn't she? Eyes can't be fooled. She's not here, though. You're strong, aren't you? Like our great hero, Arthur. Get lots of hearts that you should probably pick up. I wanted them all. You get exactly 6, which would have healed me fully, but I'm fine. I really recommend that you get your spur up to maximum for this, because this is a very hard boss fight, and it's the most difficult one, if you are not getting the best ending. Oh. Without any further ado, Misery appears. And Sue appears. Or if you care for this one's life. So we step away. We have human... Here's the king was... Why is it... There. Already forgotten your master's voice? It's the doctor somehow, is it? Bunch of blood particles. So alive. Although my body has succumbed, my consciousness is clear. It feels as if I have become a superhuman. Unbelievable! What's wrong, Misery? Is this form dreadful? Too cheap death. Here. And she tries to kill him, but fails. You can't be helped. Those foolish enough to forget their master need not free will. Misery, until the day you die, you will be my puppet. And she gets turned into a bird. Hey, we've gotta go! And the red crystal turns her into a ninja. Turns himself into the core. and we get one of the hardest boss fights in the entire game. I won't let you leave alive. Sue just kind of runs at you. I would use this time to kill Misery as easy as possible, because Misery is kind of annoying and it does not do anything else until you kill the two. So that is kind of a helpful thing to do. Also, this phase is kind of annoying. The core has like 700 health, it's ridiculous. Maybe it's more. Oh, alright, I got it. Once it gets to a low enough health, it'll start spewing out 10 damage balls. You destroyed the undead core. And since the core was destroyed, the health... Oh! Fuel level sufficient, we can depart anytime. Haha, I never would have thought that we'd be able to safely get back to the surface. I wonder if those kids are safe or not. And then the island shakes and... to start falling an earthquake. Something has happened to the core. It's starting to collapse. At this rate, it's only a matter of time until this area collapses too. Anyway, we need to escape. So we follow Sue. We've got full health now. Now this is very important because you're about to do one of the hardest things you've ever done in Cave Story. Is do not... Okay, you'll be squished if you don't run fast enough. There are falling boxes that try to kill you. Go inside here. Go in the prefab house here, if you've done everything I've told you to. If not, just follow suit. No, you can't rest in the bed anymore. If you get hit once, from there to here, restart and face the 3 bosses again. Because it is more important that you enter what we're going to do now. With full health, then that you only have to face those bosses once. So make sure you do not get hit or restart. If you're going to give up, I'll turn back time a minute or two, give up, and that's if you're like, oh no, this is too hard. Let's go back to where Sue was calling us to follow her and get the normal ending instead. But what to do now is get our weapons reset again. We're going to head down this hole. So this is the last save point of the entire game. And it's... what's down here is pretty scary, so let's head down. If you want to speedrun it, you can only get that counter if you got it, if you remember on the outer wall. Black room below 3 body, all weapons are up to level 1. Bloodstained Sanctuary B1. Here you'll see that it says, Welcome to Hell. Yeah, that's what this is. So, in this, very well tested in this first section. You really need to conserve your booster energy. Did you know that a woman named Janka had a younger brother? His name was Bellis, and like his sister, he possessed magical powers that no man had. You really need to conserve your booster. Use the speed to break this, since it can break this up to level up the missile launcher as quickly as is humanly possible. More crud. This is the final life capsule of the game. We now have 55 max health. He led and protected the people with his magical power. They loved and trusted him even more than their own king. So we can pick up Curly. For some reason she's here. This is it's a long room and with falling boxes. Just go through it as fast as humanly possible, because frankly, if you don't speedrun this, you will get hit more than if you do speedrun this. Of Balos, the resentful king caught and imprisoned him. His punishment was severe and cruel. Humans truly are terrible creatures. I'm gonna get killed, aren't I? Balos was driven into a state of rage by the punishment. Weakened by the torture, he was helpless to contain. But by Alice's wild and magical force, the life that he loved so dearly was turned into ruins in a single night, shrouded only by fiery ashes. Here, healing, which is really annoying, frankly. And we don't actually have that much health right now. Curly has a nemesis. Arm isn't always the one. So, I'm not complaining. As little as you can, because these enemies do a fair amount of damage. Their swords, you can only really attack the sworded ones while they're moving towards you, because their swords will here. I'm going to try and get as many hearts as possible. If you were speedrunning this, I'd be doing this much differently. I wouldn't be getting any hearts, I would just be moving as fast as possible. Here we're introduced to a new enemy. They are buttes. Or wait, these are mesas actually. The other guys are buttes. These are rolling death ball things that explode when you hit them. And now I'm going to try and get the fireball up. Why do I need to? No, I'm probably going to try and get the blade up. Because the blade's pretty important. So now our goal is to step on spicy balls. This will work for me, even though that's probably not good. You are not near these exploding things when they explode, because they do a lot of damage. And don't get hit by these either, because they do a lot of damage as well. As I said, there's a lot of booster work involved. Insane by his punishment. Wallace was confined to a floating island in the sky by his sister Jenka. That was all she could do, for Jenka killing her own younger brother would be impossible. Able to have as many hearts as possible. Now I'm just trying to get these enemies dead without me being dead myself, because I would prefer to avoid that. So those if you're speedrunning this, you will probably go this portion. You'll probably go through those spikes through the top. Not end. Instead going through the slower, but safer. And slower is not good if you're speedrunning, but it is perfectly fine and legitimate if you ouch. That was smart, wasn't it? Ouch. This is another lost thing where I'm doing fine, but then I experience it. I think we'll be fine. Get up to a pretty good place. I don't really need anything except super missiles and my blade. This on the edge here. The rest of the guys will just try and kill you and you'll be fine. I'm gonna try and kill the rest of these destructive things. Try to kill these guys. You'll notice that there is a star block up here, shoot it out, and you will get a ridiculous 24 more missiles. Now you have 54. I should have mentioned that it's very important that you do not use any missiles. That you do not use any missiles. Because then you will not have as many here. And if you go to a certain place, you just start coming out of everywhere. Just shooting and they'll all be dead. Jack's witch daughter Misery is to blame for the demon crown. She forced Balos to create it. Because of this offense, she was cursed by the crown, compelled to obey whoever possesses it. The curse can be lifted if the green demon crown is destroyed. However, and then these guys will start coming out naturally. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna start shooting these other rollings. This boss. Now this boss is called Heavy Press. You'll notice this time of the sanctuary is big. The best way to beat Heavy Press is with missiles actually, which is what you do if you were speedrunning, but since I want to conserve my missiles for the final fight, I'm just going to use my spear. Just shoot, and he'll die pretty quickly because Curly's nemesis is shooting first as well. Oops, I got hit. Do not get hit, and do not get crushed. Getting crushed is bad. It'll fall out of the sky and do that. Heavy Press then falls down here, and you'll fall down after him. The demon crown will be restored anew an infinite number of times, so long as Balos' heart still beats. That is the supreme magical power of his internally enraged soul. It is intrinsically imbued into his evil creation, the demon crown. So, if you remember this place, this is the passage. This is that place I showed you that was very important, and there was this door down here. Okay. Well, it turns out up here, is where Heavy Press falls from, and down here is where the final boss fight is, so, you know, so close to the final fight. You can't go out here, you can't go back into the plantation, you can, however, go in here. You'll see Numachi has disappeared, the statue carver, but there are 4 statues. And you'll see Aikido and this I should mention, Aikido, this is who you fought with Curly in her vision remembrance thing, and this is Date Fuyu Hiko. And this, I suppose, well, anyways, they'll turn into statues of us, quote, and Curly. Oh, the Balos fight with 43 hearts, or to be, you know, whatever. We still have the life pot here, so we can use that if we are in a dire situation. Liberate misery from her eternal curse. This is the only way the recurrence of the tragedy can be stopped. My master's name is Balos. His magic is beyond any control. So in here, we're in the seal chamber. Great place. Get your spur to max, because we're going to go talk. This fight is really hard. It's not a game. Welcome, I am Balos. Long ago, I allowed for magical power to grow recklessly without fear of enduring any retribution. A magic so powerful that even its own master was helpless to contain it. So furious and unstoppable was his force. The child who adored suffered transgression. As were horror created with my own magic. I could only laugh then. Janka sealed me away with my magic raging more violently with each passing minute. I waited long for this, for the person who will bring my immense magical fury to its end. Now kill me, or I will kill you. He wakes up, you can hit him, and bones, and he'll charge at you. He's a really annoying hard boss. Doesn't help in this phase, and he do not get hit with his bones because they're really annoying. And if he lands on you, he'll do like 10 million damage. Still not to let him do this phase? Okay, he'll shoot lightning at you with targets. So if you do this, you'll notice I use missiles. Oops. Yeah. God. Is use this phase. He's got a bunch of eyes, each with 101 health for some reason. Full of the eyes. That's good. All the skulls. They're pretty annoying. Lots of damage and are pretty annoying. Alright, I've got all those. Now in this phase I could do it the long way, but since I've got enough missiles, I'm going to do it the short way. Basically get hit by these 2 damage spikes on the ground here, and just up to this base right next to his eyes. When he turns red, unleash the missiles. And the island falls, but then stabilizes because his soul no longer exists, causing it to fall. So the island's still in the sky. The island has stopped falling. Was the negative power weakened with his defeat? I don't really get it, but whatever, maybe our work here is finally over. Can't breathe. What? It's so painful. And then the walls start closing. The wall! Help! Can't breathe. So hot. We're both going to be crushed in here. Hey! Balrog comes. There you are, just like Misery said. You came to save us. Hold on tight. Here we go. Wah! How's your head? A little beat up. And we're flying away. Because this toaster lunchbox has wings as well. Close, such a narrow escape. I thought it was scrap metal this time. Looks like we owe you yet another one. There's no asked. Misery isn't that witch? Yep. Doesn't she hate us? Wait, don't you hate us? You two defeated Balos. Our curse was lifted thanks to you. Misery and I no longer have to listen to orders from anyone. I thought you were a bad guy, but it was just because of the demon crown? We asked for it. You have to remember it was Misery who had Balos make the demon crown. And, this was actually said, if you remember one of the texts in the Bloodstained Sanctuary or Sacred Grounds, as said in the original. Eh, really? I didn't know that. Yep. And now, what do you do now? I can take you anywhere. Well, since you asked, I want to live somewhere calm with a nice view. Pardon me, yes? Can I go with? Sure. All 3 of us, we can live together for sure. Really? You can even pick the spot where we all live. But take us someplace nice. Gotcha. Alright, hang on tight. And that is Cave Story. One of my favorite games of all time. And part of the reason I like it so much is because, it wasn't easy. It is a difficult game if it's either your first time or even if you've played it a lot. The concept is great, the storyline, in my opinion, is great. There are a lot of characters, each with kind of their own personality, and especially the more important characters. For example, Misery. Misery is a very interesting character because it seems very much as though she's very evil from the beginning, but she's not. You know, she's just been cursed by the demon crown that she unwittingly created. And here we see the name Jime Shinobu Kakeru Miken Nin. All the characters. We've got Plant, McCain, the Shovel Crew, villains, drawn to the crown, the Doctor, cursed by the crown. Oh, by the way, I also love the music in Cave Story. That was one of the biggest draws to it. I often see Cave Story getting compared to the game Undertale. And as for which is better, I'm not sure. Because the attractiveness of this game is such, that I can't really make a decision as to whether or not it's a better game than one of the most revolutionary games of all time. That just came out in, like, what, 2015? So here we're kind of getting a run-through of all the enemies that we fought. And on the right here we're getting some cute scenes. And we have the dogs, and then Professor Booster comes in. Our next scene, what's our next scene? All the other robots with Malco here, and one of the robots explodes. That's probably not good. It's like killing my microphone. Here we see a bunch of flowers have grown. The mushrooms are gone in Arthur's grave. Frog flying with the end quote. Here we got credits. Design, programming, executive producer, producer, assistant producer. This is all for Cave Story Plus. We see that this machine failed to get them back into humans. The producing for Cave Story Plus, because it was one guy who did the original game, and that's what impresses me the most, I think. That one guy did all this. Here's Misery, just standing on the balcony. And then we see all our characters. Thank you very much. Cave Story. The end. Okay. Well, this has been a fantastic series. I'm glad I was finally able to complete it on the channel. Especially because all of my previous attempts have completely failed. And frankly, just getting through it was fun. So, for future games, I might be playing One Finger Death Punch. I might continue with Bloons Tower Defense 5 solo. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If I had anybody who even remotely knew me very well, I would be able to ask the comments. But, as it is, I will make that decision for myself. So, for all you who are watching me, I will see you in the next playthrough. Bye-bye!